Well, what a lot of people don't understand when it comes to the Illuminati and it comes to the occult, because see, as a Christian, we have one God. We have the Trinity. We have Jesus, the Son of God. We have God, and we have the Holy Spirit. When it comes to the occult, there's so many pagan gods, and the reason why there's so many pagan gods is because what happened is when the devil and the angels rebelled against God, the fallen angels, when they came to Earth, they would set up governments in different villages. Example, let's say me and a fellow fallen angel, we fell into Egypt. I took Egypt and he took Saudi Arabia, under a different name back then. What would happen is I would say, okay, I'm a god, I created you, and if you villagers don't do what I say and sacrifice your firstborn, it's not going to rain. But they didn't really have power over the rain like the villagers thought. It was actually just technology. They have the hidden knowledge. And then you have the symbolisms, going into string theory, and you go into cymatics. And then the other fellow one would have took over the other place and said, I would have been like one kind of god, he would have been a different kind of god. And that's how you get all the different names of all the different gods. And I would have a symbol that came with me, and then you would sacrifice your firstborn to the symbol. They'd put some kind of demonic energy into the symbol, like cymatics, where the study of sound vibrationals that make shapes, and shapes make vibrational sounds. Now, the sacrificing a firstborn to a fallen angel is highly demonic, so you're going to get a demonic frequency stuck in that shape. And what happened is that when God sent the flood and washed away fallen angels and hybrids, fallen angels have came back through the portals that Aleister Crowley opened up, and they've been kidnapping, the alien greys have been kidnapping women and making these hybrid babies that are part humanoid, part fallen angel, part gray. And that's why you see all the symbolism popping up in the culture at the same time. Sightings of UFOs begin to increase. Sightings of UFOs increased, and then the symbolism increased in our culture, because it has a certain frequency, a certain demonic property to it, which is allowing these freaks to get the energy and the power that they got to do the shit they're doing. And, by the way, with Pizzagate, we see them carrying out more sacrifices to the devil, basically, but, Baphomet, Moloch, Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. And they're doing this to add energy to the symbolism that's already flooded the culture. Do you remember that Brady Bunch episode where they find this necklace, they put it on, and they start having bad luck? It was like an omen. It's similar to that. And if you notice what it is it's also part of their culture. They have all these pagan gods. They have so much stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff to learn. It's mind-blowing. It just never ends. But it's almost like the way they're doing us, the chaos. I believe without the internet, think of the 80s. Things were pretty bad in the 80s and the 90s. They were bad, but they weren't bad like they are now, because it's actually, I believe, the chaos that they're doing, and a lot of it's the internet, which is causing confusion. So it's order out of chaos, and it's flooded us with so much stuff that all the truthers are thinned out. That's part of the game plan. That's actually a big game plan. A very big game plan is to keep everybody spread out, so they don't gather and get together and just start prosecuting on the crimes. That's basically it. Pizzagate is more than child trafficking. It looks like it's a bunch of child ritual murders to the devil and torture and just horrific things. Pure maggot vile.